Oh, hello there. You join us with a minute left of the third practice session here at Austria. It's been going very well, as you can see there. We've got perfect, and 25 out of 25 there. But the reason why I wanted to show you this, well, where are we? Where are we? 8th place. Look at that. We're almost 1.1 seconds off the pace. Yeah, I mean, this is going well. I did say before this episode that we might have a decent chance of getting a good result here, and it certainly looks that way. So we'll go to the end of the session and see where we end up, and then obviously we'll crack on with qualifying. Yeah, we did end up in 8th place, so really competitive. I think it's the highest I've finished in any sort of session so far, apart from obviously the race in Canada. Another 99 resource points there, so we're certainly cracking on with that now as well. We'll listen to the voicemail, then have a quick look at the laptop and see what's happened since the last race.
Hi, just letting you know that we've had the team's expectations through for the upcoming qualifying session.
19th place, beat the rival Alonso and Nasser, so that's certainly doable as long as you don't make a mistake in qualifying. So yeah, we'll certainly be able to beat 19th place. We'll have a look at the laptop then. There has been a few upgrades with other teams, I think. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, Red Bull have increased twice. That's the only one. So they've now taken the lead in the vehicle performance anyway against Mercedes. Renault have continued to drop back, and I'm looking like going to be doing a couple of big upgrades after this race for the British Grand Prix. I'm looking at possibly doing the downforce and the engine power, and I think the two of them together should jump us hopefully into the midfield, maybe around where McLaren are, so as long as everyone else doesn't improve, of course. So we'll go to qualifying, and you never know, we might actually get inside the top 10. So yeah, it's the Red Bull Ring. I quite like this track. It's a pretty easy track to do with. It's only 8 or 9 corners, but it's always important to make sure you've got a bit of decent top line speed. And obviously the two left-handers in Sector 2 there can take quite a bit of work out of the tyres. So no one's gone out and track yet. I think we will probably go out straight away and see what we can do. Just make sure that the fuel is all right, because I don't think we'll be able to get 2 laps out of these tyres. Because bring that down to 5.3, because the ultras do wear off really quickly. But we've got 3 sets anyway, so we'll jump straight out on track and yeah, chuck a lap time in straight away and see where we end up. When I'm 9.5, that's really good. Yeah, so here we go, then we're back in the garage. I don't think everyone's set a lap time yet. We're up into 4th place. Yeah, quite a few of the big guys haven't gone out yet. But Nasser's on there at 1.6 off the pace. I think we're, what, 9 tenths off. So we've got some genuine pace here to be fighting at the top end of the midfield. Our sector times compared to, let's say, Ricciardo at the moment, we're 3 tenths off in the first sector, 4 tenths off in the second sector, and 3 tenths off in the third sector. So it's a fairly balanced lap, as Massa goes ahead of Nasser. So yeah, we'll just wait for probably a couple more minutes, and I think, oh, I might actually go back out again, you know, I might as well, to be honest. I've got 3 sets to burn through, see if we can improve. So yeah, I think I'll chuck on another set of ultras, go back out and see if we can increase it by a couple more temps. Can we get a bit quicker? We've ended the session in 7th place, but Hamilton and Vettel have both got grid penalties, which would jump us up into 5th place. Bottas has got one as well. I don't know if there's anyone else out there that have done I've got a grid penalty. No, right, let's have a look at the incidents then. Oh, God, there's a few. Vettel's hit Ricciardo, Bottas has hit Hamilton, and Hamilton's hit Alonso and caused them to retire. So that's why they've got grid penalties. So we're going to be starting the Austrian Grand Prix in 5th place, which is, wow, yeah. Hopefully we can keep it clean at the first corner, because I'll be absolutely gutted if we end up retiring straight away. But yeah, 5th place is absolutely fantastic. So here's all the resource points then for qualifying. We'd have had probably another 100, something like that. 88, so yeah, more points there. Well, if we update, we would have done quite well there. Indeed, we have against Alonso, but we are still behind the driver position, back up 10 out of 10, which is nice. And now we get to listen to the voicemail for the race, so hopefully it's something like, I don't know, be 15th or 16th, something we can easily achieve.
Hi, it's Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
Her name is Emma? I couldn't remember that. 15th place, and obviously beat Alonso and Nasser, which should be achievable. So yeah, that's a nice race goal there. So we'll have a quick look at the laptop and just make sure that I don't know, there might be a few more things that we can upgrade obviously after this race, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we'll definitely do some upgrades, that's for sure. Right, we'll go to the race then, sort our strategy out, and try to keep it clean in the first couple of corners. Right, so we've sorted the race strategy out, dropped it down to 18 laps. We've got ultra softs until lap 6, and then in for super softs. I'm pretty happy with all that, not going to change anything. Let's get onto the grid and pray for a clean first corner. On the grid, 5th place, Raikkonen ahead, Massa behind. Builder revs up nicely. We've got 5 lights, and we're away. It's a good start. Oh, Raikkonen's hit us, you fucking cunt! Oh, we're going to lose time here. Tyres are dirty. Come on. I'm still in 6th place. Sainz ahead. We should be able to jump him. Might be inside the Sainz. Will we lock up? Put it back into 5th. Right, let's try and hunt down these top 4. It's going to be difficult. Fastest lap. Shows you what our pace is all about. Problem is though, these guys ahead of us are all going to have DRS on each other. It looks like we've broke the toe from Sainz, so as long as we can keep creeping up on these guys ahead of us, we're going to turn this top 4 into a top 5. And they're all attacking the head of us. Jeffy engineer saying you might want to pick this lap for a set of softs, but we're gaining on these guys. Look at this. We'll have DRS as well as Raikkonen's up the inside of Rosberg. It's going to be difficult to follow him through. They've all got DRS as well as we have. Rosberg on there. We're up into 3rd place. We've got good pace here, real good pace, but I've got to get it right with the tyres. I don't want to push his tyres too far. Oh, we're off. Tyres are going. Rosberg's going to have a run. We'll defend, which is probably the wrong thing to do, really. Ah, we've gone straight on. The tyres are gone. We've got to pit. Through goes Sainz. Down into 4th now. I will keep going. I will pit at the end of the next lap, the end of lap 6, and I will put on a set of super softs. I'm going to go aggressive here because you've got a real good chance of maybe even getting on the podium here if we're lucky. Thought about a move. We'll have DRS off Sainz, but then Sainz has got DRS as well. Pitting this lap. Oh, I've got to get this right. It's alright, it's not bad. The top 2 carried on. So me and Sainz here, we could be in a right old battle for first place at the end of next lap. Can we jump ahead of Sainz? Probably not. Indeed we can't. In fact, we lost a little bit of time there. Right, let's not crash into the wall coming out the pit lane. That'd be embarrassing. DRS on Palmer, but he's got DRS on his teammate ahead of him who's battling Sainz. Right, let's get past Palmer into turn 1. It's close. We're through. That's Verstappen. Is that... Oh, I think it's just a false injury coming out of the pits in the background now. I honestly thought that was Rosberg. So we'll do to you what we did to Palmer a lap ago, up the inside into turn 1. Oh, Magnussen, get off, please. I don't know where the leaders are. I don't know where the leaders are. Have they pitted? Have they not? I don't know. Oh, that was close. And now we've got to run on Sainz. We'll go to the outside. Please be aware I'm there. Do the old-fashioned switcheroo, but it hasn't worked. Sainz has got a good exit coming out of that corner, but we have got DRS over him. If we can get past him here, it'll really help us. Indeed we do, up into 6th place. How many people ahead of us have yet to stop? 2 more guys in the pits. Right, Raikkonen is in the lead, so I assume Rosberg is 2nd and Button is 3rd, but he's yet to stop. Sainz! You fucking prick! Unbelievable! I don't believe it! Oh, the damage on the front wing is so bad. No, I'm not going to change my strategy. I can't believe Sainz has done that. Well, that's it. Race over, really. If I pit now, I'm going to be out in like 18th place, and I won't get a point. And these guys are now steaming through ahead of us as well now, because this front wing is it's so bad. Yellow flag back there. I don't know for what, but we're in 10th place. Make that 9th now. Now back down into 10th as Ricciardo has gone through, but we'll get back underneath him. We'll keep fighting. We might have a chance of getting a point, but I still can't believe Sainz has done that. Oh look, we're all over the place. Oh, fucking Bottas has hit us now as well. We're down in 12th. Genuinely really upset about that. We were looking like we could get on the podium there, or even if Sainz got past us legitimately and didn't put us in the fucking wall, we'd have been pretty solid for 4th place, another 4th place, and now I'm in 12th. I can barely fucking turn the car. I've got Grosjean all over me now. I will carry on because I think our race target was 15th, and I'd like to at least try and do that just for the resource points. But if it wasn't for that, I'd have just rage quit by now, I think, because that has really pissed me off. Yeah, guys, Grosjean. just force my way through. Well, get off me, Ben. Being overtaken by 2 people at the same time, so that just tells you how oh my god, button, it just tells you how badly this race has gone. Oh, trying to go up the inside, and I've just outbraked myself. I've just hit button. I've now got no front wing. It's just gone fucking wrong, innit? Oh, and Gutierrez and Button have taken each other. Oh, and I've taken Gutierrez out. I did not mean that. And the team's put on a set of soft tyres. I don't know why. I had another set of ultras. Why did I put a set of softs on? Well, not really matters. We'll be last. And across the line. And we run out of fuel as well. Whatever. Couldn't give a fuck. Yeah, well, there's results. Rosberg won from Raikkonen. Verstappen did manage to get on the podium, and that fucking cheating bastard Sainz was in 4th. Verdine made us up to 11th in the end. I think he pitted at the end. And then further down, yeah, well, pretty much there it is. We'll have a look at the race director anyway, see if anything interesting in there. Oh, look, that's interesting. He only got a warning. Well, to be honest, he should have been taken outside and fucking shot. And I didn't get a warning for accidentally taking Gutierrez out. Oh, Hulkenberg retired. Oh, Vettel took Hulkenberg out. That's interesting. But yeah, look, Bottas got a warning for us. And yeah, there's the big one there. Sainz getting a warning on us for lap 12. So we'll look at the drivers' standings. Rosberg's now taking the lead over Hamilton. Verstappen is in a safe 3rd place. Sainz, the cheating fuckhead, is up into 7th. We're still in 11th place on 12 points, but it really should have been a bit more. And then the constructors, not much has changed there by the looks of it. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Resource points time. I don't know how many we're going to get for this. Probably not a lot because of what happened. Got a penalty. Oh yeah, I got a warning for something, didn't I? But yeah, another 81 anyway. The resource points would have been good for practice and qualifying. Not so much for the race, but we've got another 90 anyway as driver 1. The rivalry update, we lost out big time then. It should have been the other way around. So we're probably going to lose this rivalry to Alonso straight away. The driver position would have gone down a little bit, obviously, because we finished at the back. And then the career score promised so much with practice and qualifying being so high. And then the race, we just completely fell apart. Still be nice to go over at least 10,000, which I think we will. We do, 11,686. But yeah, it should have been a lot more. I really am quite disappointed about how that's all turned out. I mean, I'll get over it in a day or two, but right now I just want to go away and drink my body weight in gin, to be honest, because I'm so fucking depressed about what happened. We really could have had a podium there, and it's pretty gutting that the AI have just done what they've done. But still, it was an entertaining race anyway. It's nice to actually be battling the likes of, you know, Ferraris and Mercedes and Red Bulls rather than the Renaults and the Manas like we have most of the season. So we'll have a look at the resources now, because we have points to spend, and it's interesting to know what to do, really. We could do 3 of them, which would be a bit pointless. I did say I was going to do these 2, wouldn't I? Which would be 1,300, which wouldn't leave us for anything else. Yeah, come on, let's do it. Let's do the big updates anyway, because these are the ones these are the most important ones. So we'll lump them 2 on. It leaves us with 138. So probably after Britain, we might, if we get, you know, another 300 or 400 resource points over the weekend, I might do a couple of the fuel ones. But if you look there at the Sauber bit, it goes obviously up to orange, where we are expected to end up. And to my untrained eye, it looks like we'll be level with McLaren, so that's quite nice. Unless, of course, all the teams like Manor, Force India, Haas, and indeed McLaren improve as well. And I'm expecting they will at some point. I don't think Force India have done anything yet. So, but if they don't, we should be well into the midfield, which would be nice for the home Grand Prix, which I believe is next. Yeah, standings and leaderboards, and there's the trophy room, 20th place, and it really should have been a lot better. So, yeah, that's the end of this episode. Thank you once again for watching. Still really pissed off about the way it's ended, but hopefully we can bounce back at a home Grand Prix next.